What's up, guys? It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. So today I'm going to be doing a video on things or stuff that you should bring and how to get prepared for your first powerlifting event. Now today, as some of you may know, I'm going to be competing, and you may see this video today or a little later time, but we're going to be competing with USPA in Mesa, Arizona. By the way, if you're looking for online personal training, in-person personal training, or anything like that, and you want to do a meet, if you train with me for 6 months online or 3 months in person, I will go with you anywhere in the world to coach you through a meet. So that being said, some of the essentials that you're going to need, first off, we'll start with the basic stuff. How to prepare as far as like what the absolutes are when you show up for like gear check and stuff like that. You don't, I'll talk about the things you do need and the things that I suggest but are not necessary. The things you do need for pretty much any federation are going to be whitey-tighty underwear, which is legless underwear. It's not a thong, but for guys, it's just non-boxer briefs, just the old school whitey-tighties. You need a singlet, a cotton t-shirt, cotton blend t-shirt, preferably without logos and stuff like that. Just make sure it's like a plain colored shirt. Some federations don't require it, but most do. And you need deadlift socks, and you need closed-toed shoes for something. Whether it is, you can use them for squat, bench, deadlift. You can pretty much do it as long as you're not walking out there with sandals. You do need something. And I think I said deadlift socks. And I will talk about some of the things that you don't need, but I would recommend. I would recommend knee sleeves. I would recommend squat shoes. I would recommend a weightlifting belt. You don't have to wear one. And I would recommend wrist wraps. No, those are not required, but if you're going to be using them in the meet, you have to get them checked when you get your gear checked. Now, those are the very basic things. Maybe I skipped something. Maybe I didn't. Obviously, you're going to need a membership with that federation, and that's like a yearly membership, and you need to pay for the actual meet. And those probably both need to be done in advance. Don't wait till the last day. Also, make sure you bring your ID or identification of some kind, whether it's a state-issued ID or whatever they accept. Could be passport or something like that, birth certificate. Now, next things, we're going to make this video quick because I got to get rolling. Assuming we are still recording. Yes, sorry, I can't see. I should wear my glasses now. Now, first is going to be a backpack and or a little cooler with whether it's some drinks and small snacks, maybe like a burrito or something like that for a big meal or something like that, maybe before you deadlift. Now, don't bring a massive cooler. Bring a small little personal cooler, or if you have a backpack that has a cooler inside, because a lot of the warm-up areas are super tiny and you don't have a lot of space, and you want to be respectful and make sure everything's nice and compact. So if you can fit your snacks in your bag, that's great. If not, and you need a little bit of ice, get one of those small little coolers and bring it with you. Don't get something massive. Or bring a bigger cooler and leave it in your car, and then you can just go out there, run out there, and grab whatever you need. Now, we're going to break this down. I have not packed my bag, and this is why I am making the video, because I feel like I really did need to pack my bag properly because it looks like shit. So, first off, you're going to want to have some type of an attire that you can wear that's not your singlet. Because I'll be honest, you can show up in your singlet, but it just looks weird. Like the guy that shows up in his singlet and has no clothes, it's kind of weird. Like you look like you're getting ready for tumbling class at 4 years old with your mom or something. Just have some clothes and try to make yourself not look homeless like me. So the next things, and there's no necessarily route of importance versus unimportance or what's more important. First of all, for me, I would say ibuprofen and headphones are probably the single most important thing for me, but that doesn't matter. Now I'm saying chalk, and the reason I'm saying chalk, I'm going to put this in here before it gets everywhere. The reason I'm saying chalk is because bring chalk that you're familiar with, and I know that might sound a little weird, but a lot of meats, it's not that it's good chalk or bad chalk. It's just different, and it feels different, and then it gets in your head, and it's driving you nuts. So honestly, I've been a lot better bringing my own chalk, and it's a whopping, what, $5 or something like that. Oliver, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Hello. That's the puppy. He came over here when I started getting loud. He tends to follow me around. And the reason for the ibuprofen is just if you end up getting a headache, you just want to get rid of it. This little guy is a magnetic phone holder. Maybe you have people that are going to, and I'll show you that. Your phone rests in there and it has magnets on the back and you can click it to a squat rack or wherever. Maybe you do have people that are going to show up and video for you. Hopefully, I think I'm going to be lucky today to that people will be, or somebody, a future client will be showing up to video. So that should be interesting. So I'm lucky, but I'm also bringing a backup just in case because I don't know. I don't know the person and I don't know if they're really going to come through. Ammonia. Now, you don't have to use ammonia, but these are ammonia ampules. I prefer them. Reason is they're a bunch of single uses. So if I lose them, I have a whole handful in my bag to go get them. Because a lot of the times you can hit your ammonia, throw it, and you're like, oh, crap, I can't find it. And then you want to use somebody else's ammonia, and it's not as strong or whatever. These are like full tilt kick all the time. If you want to bring an old ibuprofen bottle or something, wash it out, dry it out, and then crack your ammonia, throw it in there if you want to use it on warm-ups or something like that, and just seal it, and then you can hit it occasionally through there. The next thing is don't forget your pre-workout, and don't try new pre-workout, whatever it is. If you're not used to it, don't take it. But I suggest pre-workout. Super good idea. I take some right before squats, right before deadlifts, because usually it's a whole day event. So now let's get into the actual bag of what we've got here. And I've kind of just tossed everything in here. Now, obviously, I have my weightlifting belt. Don't want that to fall. I have a cup. I have a cup here, and it's a ratchet little coffee cup. That's what I use for my pre-workout because a lot of the times I don't have something. These are deadlift slippers, so you can get them through A7 or wherever, and I'll put a link in the description below. I'll put a link in the description below for like maybe some headphones, maybe ibuprofen, some deadlift slippers, some squat shoes, definitely. These are my squat shoes. They're kind of old and beat up a little bit, Innovates. But a lot of my clients, if you look, have this one. And my squat shoe is like 200 and something bucks. This is a new squat shoe that Amazon is offering for like 69 bucks. It's super nice. So hopefully this person comes back and actually competes. We'll see about that. I have a weightlifting belt, and I will link this in the description below. Mine's kind of old. It's got writing on it and stuff like that or whatever. But a lever belt tends to work pretty well, in my opinion. So other than that, I think I'll bring an extra lever just in case. I usually bring a screwdriver. Watch out, man. I usually bring a screwdriver. Go lay down. Sit. Sit. Stay. I bring a screwdriver just in case I need to sometimes change something. 10 millimeter thickness on the belt. Don't go any thicker than that. I got my cotton shirt, my singlet, my knee sleeves, my wrist wraps, an extra singlet just in case, my whitey tighties, but they're black, my socks, my squat shoes, everything. So you might be thinking, well, is there anything else I need? There could be. If you think of something that you think you need, that you want to include on this, you're more than welcome. I have slides. I don't think I mentioned that. I'm bringing slides because it's just easier to slip them on, run to the bathroom or something like that, so you don't have to worry about putting your shoes on. And us heavyweights, it's not always the easiest thing to put your shoes on. You should bring some regular socks unless you want to look dopey like me, and then you'll have to roll down your socks and stuff like that. So shorter socks, because when you're squatting, you have to make sure that you're not in contact with your knee sleeve with your socks. Trying to think of anything else that I need to talk about. If it is your first meet and you want more information, And the reason I'm not loud and excited is because I have this mic on, and if I yell too loud, it's extremely overbearing on the audio, on the video. So I apologize. I feel very monotone right now, but I'm trying to cover everything without yelling at you. If you are going to be doing your first meet and maybe you need some help understanding attempts, or you don't really know how to get up to that point, or you want to be walked through a first meet or something like that, I'm going to try to get some footage today, but I will make a separate video explaining on how your first meet is going to work. And I'm going to try to get some maybe quiet videos today explaining the different processes of the gear checks and stuff like that and everything. So, but if there's anything specific that you need to know about powerlifting, I'm kind of well versed. I've taken maybe 75 or 100 lifters. Let's say 75 lifters through powerlifting events, and a lot of them are multiple people, and we have 2 people that are about to be able to go to nationals. So I definitely am versed, and it is my life. So if you have questions, please feel free to ask. The most important thing is that you come with a clean, calm mindset. Make sure you have your headphones, especially if you need to go into your own mind and kind of leave everybody alone. But understand that you don't have to stay closed off. Powerlifting events are a lot of fun. There's lots of cool people. It's a good way for you to mingle with your new sport and stuff like that. So thank you again for watching. Be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water and have a beautiful day. Thanks. Bye. Really quick, a couple more things. A foam roller. You may or may not need it, but if your back gets sore or anything like that, a charging power pack, your phone charger, and what else was I going to say? Oh, your attempt sheet, or some way of figuring out your attempts, if that makes sense. There's probably some kind of spreadsheet online. I use one from an old powerlifting company that I used to use, or people that we used to use, and I like it a lot. But recently I've started doing it on my phone, so you definitely need to make sure you have some way of charging your phone and a backup just in case. One more thing. I'm walking over to it now. I gotta get the heck out of here now. Now I'm running late. Medical tape of some kind, because I don't know if there's a color required. I'll bring red and white. But if you end up getting a callus that tears, or you want to prevent from tearing, assuming your federation is okay with it, wrap it so you don't have to worry about it on deadlifts.